We'll hear from them soon. Plus, people without shelter in need of a helping hand got a helping of holiday food. Finally, holidays are supposed to be enjoyed with family, but for some veterans, family became their assisted living neighbors. The details are first on Fox Tonight. It has been an overcast, foggy Christmas day, but the weather hasn't stopped many from looking to the bright side. Good evening, I'm Choi Lin. Our Cali, Montana talked with the Rapid City residents to gather their thoughts on the holiday weather. Tonight, Christmas and coding. It's no longer an odd pair after Google created a new website putting children to the test. Our Alexis Davila finds out what the new local coding ninjas are going to do with this new festive site. Hundreds of people in Rapid City have no place to eat on Christmas in Rapid City. Our Natalie Morris went to Cornerstone Rescue Mission to see the impact of volunteers working together, helping the homeless celebrate Christmas with a full stomach. An assisted living home has mainly veterans as their residents, and this place has become their home. Our Sunday Miller has more on hardships beyond the surface. A unique team in Rapid City is helping out those with terminal illnesses in more ways than one. It started back in 2011 with 4 paws, a wet nose, bringing a smile to those who need it the most. Kaylee Schmidt has more on these special visits through the Therapy Dog program. Meteorologist Mike Modrick joins us. Last night we had Santa on radar, and so what do we have tonight?
Well, tonight Santa's gone home and just left us a little bit of snow to deal with.
Okay, well, thank you, Mike. Coming up on Black Hills Fox News at 9, South Dakota legislators are set to return to work in a few weeks, but some already have their sights set on new plans for the new year. We'll hear from local lawmakers what they plan to change in state law. That's after the break. Legislators are heading back to Pierre, and many of them are going to the Capitol with a game plan. District 34 Representative Mike Dietrich says he's focused on 3 priorities: mental health, spam calls, and domestic violence victims' rights. He wants to give the Attorney General's office the power to go after robocallers with fake local phone numbers. He also wants to free up domestic violence victims from apartment lease obligations when they have a court-issued protection order and decide to leave. On mental health, Dietrich says Rapid City is doing a good job addressing the needs, but rural areas still need a lot of help.
What we're looking at is regionalizing the delivery of mental health services in South Dakota, dividing it into 3 different regions, and let those decisions and allocation of resources be decided on a local level. Also reducing the regulatory barriers to providers for providing services that they could provide, but right now there might be a building code that prevents it, there might be a licensing issue. Look at those hard, and we're going to hope to eliminate those barriers.
By eliminating those barriers, he hopes to keep people in their communities. Meanwhile, Representative Tom Bruner is a District 29 Republican from Nisland, focused on issues like keeping the budget balanced. He sees a disconnect between the priorities of the governor and the legislature. Nome wants to fund the anti-meth campaign and put another $5 million into rural broadband. While both programs have merit, Bruner says education funding needs to be a top priority. We asked him if he would sacrifice rural broadband for education.
Well, that's a tough balance. You know, I know that's important, but I'm not so sure it couldn't wait another year. We did $5 million last year. She proposed another $5 million. You know, in a perfect world, economy picks up and we can fund everything a little bit better. I don't know if I would make that sacrifice. There's probably some other things I would sacrifice first.
One of those areas he would consider is cutting funding of new building on college campuses where enrollment is declining. A program at the Juvenile Services Center in Rapid City is looking for more volunteers. Our Connor Matson tells us how this program is changing the lives of the kids. The process of investigating a crime can be long and difficult for the victims and their loved ones. Our Anderly Penwell meets the advocates who help the victims and takes a look at why it is so important. Still to come on Black Hills Fox News at 9, it's about time to curl up in a blanket and watch one of many Christmas classics. And many local leaders are about to do the same. What Rapid City officials plan to watch tonight and maybe into tomorrow when we come back. So Mike, I haven't gone out yet, but you said it's been snowing tonight.
Oh yes, it's snowing very lightly.
Okay.
In Rapid City, not really going to be enough to shovel.
Okay.
But it's enough to maybe make your car slip on the road.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
You're going to want to be careful when you do.
Yes,
head
okay.
out tonight.
And then so snow, a little bit snowing tonight. How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, just cloudy, a lot like today was during the day. Maybe
Okay.
just a couple of degrees warmer.
Okay.
This is the way it looked in our of 2020. I almost called it 2019 again, but no, Wednesday is the first day of 2020. We'll all have 2020 vision.
Yes, that's great. And then that New Year's Day, oh, that looks beautiful. Thank you very much.
Should be very, very nice.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. As Christmas Day comes to an end tonight, some families have a holiday tradition of watching their favorite Christmas movie. Our Jeff Voss shows us that tradition is shared by some Rapid City officials. Take a look. Still to come. Looking to drop some extra pounds you might have picked up from your holiday dinners? While gyms are expected to see a lot of foot traffic over the next few weeks, fasting after feasting might help you lose some weight and even live longer. That's next after the break. Welcome back. In tonight's health segment, if you gifted or received a home DNA kit, you may want to think twice about using it. The Pentagon is reportedly warning us kits like Ancestry.com and 23andMe pose security risks. According to a Pentagon report obtained by Yahoo News, the Defense Department is telling service members they could expose personal and genetic information. The Pentagon is concerned the unregulated information could be used in mass surveillance and to track individuals or reveal health problems. They do not say the tests are being misused, but raise concerns of genetic information being collected for questionable purposes. 23andMe says it takes the utmost efforts to protect consumer privacy and doesn't share information with third parties without any explicit consent form. Ancestry.com says it doesn't share data with insurance companies or employers. If you're looking to shed some pounds after some carb-loaded Christmas dinners, consider fasting. According to a review in the New England Journal of Medicine, fasting can actually help you live longer. Many people use intermittent fasting for weight loss, but a review of animal and human studies in the New England Journal of Medicine indicates it could also reduce blood pressure and improve longevity. Study author Mark Mattson looked at two methods. The first involves eating only during a 6 to 8 hour window during the day and fasting for 16 to 18 hours. The other kind, 5 to 2 intermittent fasting, involves fasting 2 days a week, generally limiting calories on fasting days to only 500. Because the research is relatively new, the report advises physicians to monitor their patients throughout the intermittent fasting and to take the fasting slow. Still ahead tonight, despite being impeached, President Trump is preaching a message of unity in divided times and perhaps sneaking in some partisan jabs. His holiday greeting among the ongoing political battle when we come back.
Pretty quiet for the end of Christmas weekend. Joey?
Well, thank you. That looks like a peaceful weekend for us. President Trump calling for unity and respect in his Christmas message. The president speaking from his private club in Palm Beach today, just one day after railing against Republicans for the impeachment impasses. Fox News' Rich Edson is traveling with the president and has the details. The visual of Marine One lifting off with the President of the United States is a common enough sight. Now the iconic chopper is flying all over the country. Fox News' David Spunt explains. In tonight's Fox Files, Arizona students are taking apart toy cars and transforming them for kids with physical disabilities. Fox's Sharifa Jackson has more. Still to come, Santa presented basketball fans with a great gift on this Christmas Day. Top NBA teams hit the court for some key matchups. Vic Quick has all your exciting highlights next on Black Hills Fox Sports.
I hope you like hoops with your Christmas, because that's what Santa brought us. A lot of basketball, a lot of great NBA games. And for hockey fans, the Rush back in action coming up Friday night, Shelley. The Rush hosting Wichita Friday and Saturday night. Of course, Rapid City looking to put an end to their 6-game losing streak.
Oh, cool. And then I heard that on Sunday there's a big game for NFL? No.
Big NFL games coming up on Sunday. Week 17, regular season wraps up. The Vikings have already clinched their playoff spot. They can't win the division, but they've clinched a playoff spot, and they'll be in the playoffs and wrapping up the regular season coming up on Sunday.
Well, thank you. So, final weather after the break. If you're looking for a fun children's movie to watch after the holidays, look no further. Spider-Man's Tom Holland accidentally turns secret agent Will Smith into a pigeon in Spies in Disguise. Rick DeMagilla has a preview. So, what kind of holiday movies you guys like?
I don't think that one.
Oh,
That's not going to be
No.
top on my list.
I'm a Home Alone fan. I haven't seen it in a while, but Home Alone is a good one, and a lot of great holiday movies. A lot of great Christmas food as well. I had some ham today. You guys have good Christmas food today?
Yeah, great Christmas food today. And I'm a sucker for any good Hallmark Christmas movie.
Oh.
They're not all good.
You're sounding like my wife.
Like the romantic ones too?
Yeah, oh yeah. If they're good, they have to be good. Some of them, not so good.
Right,
You?
that's true. Well, I like romantic ones. I do like Home Alone too, and I like good Christmas meal. And so, well, from all of us, happy Christmas, and see you tomorrow.